In Such Brave Girls Episode 2, Josie goes to a bar to meet with the boyfriend she's sort of forgotten about, all because her mom insists he makes her happy. Seb, the boyfriend in question, insists her lack of trust in men, due to her dad leaving them 10 years ago, is making her push him away. She wants to break up with him, but he just won't accept it. Josie sees a sign that says to ask for Angela if someone is not taking no for an answer. So she goes to get Angela, and the staff gets her out of the situation. Meanwhile, Deb assures Dev Josie is doing the right thing by meeting with Seb. She doesn't know what makes her happy. Luckily, I do. She says Josie's been experimenting with who she is and what she wants, and it isn't good. Her boyfriend, on the other hand, will be good for her. An employee at the bar, Sid, introduces herself to Josie, and they immediately start trying to one-up each other with their trauma until they come close to kissing. Josie runs away before they can. But she does decide Sid is the love of her life and that she wants to break up with Seb. Josie asks Billy to take a pregnancy test, which is positive. Billy then decides to be as unavailable as possible to Nikki and doesn't want to scare him off with a baby. At her job at the Kids' Cauldron, she texts him relentlessly to tell him not to contact her. Before going with Josie to the bar where Sid works, Billy has Josie give her a hickey to make Nikki jealous. But when Nikki asks her to the club, she second-guesses and tries to file it off with a nail file, turning it into a bloody mess. Before leaving, she tries to psych up Josie over her trauma, which bonded her with Sid before. Unfortunately for Josie, Sid tells her that her therapist said it's unhealthy for them to bond over their trauma so soon, so she wants to talk about something else. But Josie can't think of anything else she has going on. So when Sid asks her to work out who she is first, she runs away again. Dev asks Deb along to dinner with his boss and his wife, who inform Deb that Dev's wife passed away. Blindsided, Deb blurts out during dinner that her husband died too and talks him up as a wonderful man. This makes Dev feel even closer to her. Billy goes to see Nikki at the club. But it turns out he doesn't want her, he just wants her to take ownership of the drugs the bouncers found on him. She doesn't care because he calls her his girlfriend, and she willingly gets kicked out in his place. Not knowing about her condition, Deb tells Billy the last thing she wants to be is pregnant. When she got pregnant with Josie, it locked her down with their father for 18 years. Thinking that's exactly what she wants to happen with her and Nikki, Billy decides to tell him about the baby. He initially thinks she's role-playing and doesn't seem the happiest when he realizes it's the truth. Josie asks Seb if he knows who she is, but his only answer is that she's his girlfriend. She apologizes to him for being silly. She now thinks because she feels numb with Seb, it must be right. The episode review. I'm loving this episode that's somehow even funnier and ballsier than the first. I'm most intrigued by Josie's storyline and all the difficult questions she's trying to push down. Who is she apart from her trauma? Is it her fault she is this way? So much emotional baggage to work through and not enough support to do so leads to some painfully bad decisions on her part, but I'm here for the ride.